Good morning and welcome to Southern Sports Network. I'm Lindsay Settlemeyer, here to update you on the latest in moccasin sports news. The Florida Southern Mocs water ski team triumphed over their Florida rival, the Rollins Tars, this past weekend at Sunset Lakes. The weekend was split up into two separate tournaments, FSC taking the win on both days by a majority. Senior Lauren Morgan and freshman Samantha Dumala both had outstanding performances, tying the women's national collegiate records in the jump and slalom events, respectively. Other notable performances included top two finishes in men's slalom by Thibaut Dand and Casey Wilson, both scoring into the 41 off pass. The FSC women's soccer team traveled to Palm Beach Atlantic this weekend and suffered a devastating 1-0 loss. Sophomore Helena Nordstrom came up big with 9 saves. The game was tied 0-0 with both teams battling for the win until Palm Beach Atlantic scored in the 85th minute on a counterattack. Our men's soccer team hosted Palm Beach Atlantic this past Saturday. Although our Mocs battled the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish valiantly, they fell short 8-0. The women's golf team took third place at the LPGA International in Daytona. Senior Shannon McCoo came on top again for the Mocs, taking 5th place individually. Men's golf kicked off this season at the Cougar Invitational in Columbus, Georgia, finishing in 3rd place. John Vanderlyn and John Michael Coultis led the team with a 3 under par, finishing 5th individually. Today I have with me 2 special guests to give us an update on the wonderful season our volleyball team is having. Coach Jill Stevens is an alumna of Florida Southern and also serves as Assistant Athletic Director and Senior Women Administrator for the Athletic Department. Stevens has been coaching the Mocs for 14 seasons, boasting a record of 319 to 154. Joining her is Senior All-American Middle, Kaisha Brady. Well, welcome to the show today, you guys. It's so great to have you on.
Thank you.
I'm going to start off with talking about the game against Embry-Riddle. They were another undefeated team, so how does that win affect the Mocs this season?
I think every win is a fantastic win, obviously, but Embry-Riddle is kind of a special situation because this is the first year that they're actually competing in the Sunshine State, not as a Sunshine State member, but they're in our schedule grid. So they can't actually win our conference title, so they're just trying to prove themselves. So going into that match, they were undefeated, we were undefeated. They played ridiculous defense and battled us really hard, but I was really proud of our team. We just stayed really calm and composed the whole match and faced some adversity. Every set was a 2-point win, so I think it gave us a lot of confidence just to go on the road and get a big win. So
that's awesome. Now, Kaisha, you led the team in kills for that game. What was your drive to make sure you guys won that game and for you to come up on top individually?
Like you said, both teams were undefeated, so we're trying to come out on top, and we're starting off our conference play. Even though they're not technically in our conference, we still consider it just as important as any other game. So the whole purpose is to win, and so I'm going to do everything I can to help our team win.
That's awesome. Now, you were also the Sunshine State Conference Player of the Week this past week. So how is that going to motivate you to keep going this season?
I think it's just a marker to know that we can achieve different goals outside of just the goals that we set for gameplay and to win each game. So it shows our team that we're working hard, because it's not just me that gets the award, it's everyone else in practice that helps someone else get an award accomplished. So it's just another marker, another goal to set for everyone on the team.
That's awesome. Now, how do both of you feel about the team this season? I know you guys are off to a phenomenal start. So do you think you can continue that throughout the season? What's the feeling on the team? What's the vibe?
Oh, definitely. We start off and there's still a lot of improvement, which is great to know that we're winning close games and still starting off strong, knowing that we're not even at our best yet. So once we get to our best, it's going to be a great season.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to see how well you guys do. Thank you both for being on this show today.
Thank you very much.
That was awesome. Be sure to check out the volleyball team this weekend as they play in 2 conference games, one on the 25th at 7 p.m. and then again on the 26th at 4 p.m. Thanks again to Coach Stevens and Kaisha for joining us this morning. We're all looking forward to seeing the continued success of the volleyball team this season. I'm Lindsay Settlemeyer, and this has been Southern Sports Network. See you next week.